The Philippines is in a very unfamiliar situation due to the COVID-19 pandemic. I guess many Filipinos are asking when it will end, but it seems that the more relevant question is on coping. It was March 6, 2020, Friday, when I last saw my friends. We just finished our final exams and we were already looking forward to our graduation. When I left the gates of the school, I thought of seeing my friends again the following week. On March 9, however, Mayor Isko Moreno canceled all classes in Manila. Later on, the remaining classes of the academic year were cancelled as well. I had no hint that a final exams day would so far be my last chance to see my friends. It is now almost 8 months since the lockdown. No one can tell when the nation will be back to normal. According to the Department of Health, there are currently around 360,000 COVID-19 cases with 45,000 active cases as of October 2020. The number of cases is rising. In many ways, the government has been and is incompetent about the pandemic. The implementation of lockdown is of no use because the gains that we could get from it are not carefully studied and understood. The quarantine can lessen the spread of the virus, but the government needs to do more than that. They must at least imagine how the families are doing in their homes. The poor, sick, senior citizens, and children are the most affected. The pandemic makes poverty harder to bear. The huge amount of borrowed money from international bodies is not for the poor who need help the most during this time. The borrowed funds, which add to the nation's 9 trillion pesos debt as stated by the Bureau of Treasury, are for the approval and implementation of the anti-terror law or the hauling of white sand and use it to make Manila Bay appear like a little Boracay among other matters. Where are the morals of the lawmakers when all they care is to occupy the high seats? The government must ask the majority of the Filipinos what they actually need. They must dialogue with all those willing to help and together plan and execute. Experts say that a new normal might take longer. No matter how long the virus threat will stay, all we need is learn to adapt, adjust, and do what is necessary for the common good of all. So we may not see our families and friends, get near our loved ones, kiss or even hug them. Keeping distance means showing care. But while everybody adjusts to that, the government must come to its senses, set aside differences, learn from the best practices against the virus, and act now. The people are willing to cooperate, but the government must lead in a much better and effective way. We must all act now and not delay, for just like many young people, it frightens me that the situation will not get better anytime soon.